No, you were in that one, Jesse, with Miguel Rodrigues, and this is John, just a quick into the lip, one hit banger there for John.
Man, I'm suffering here watching this and not being able to surf one more time, but yeah, it's guys have been ripping, so stoked to watch as well.
Looks like we're already getting started with a freshly re-qualified Miguel Rodrigues as he will kick out of the first wave. What a feeling he must be going through emotionally after knowing that he's on tour. I know everything after this is just icing on the cake. Oh, really cool. One thing that he's not too nice about is giving up the inside on the opening exchange of a heat. He must be the toughest one to deal with at the start of the heat. As we check out live action, John Florence just stepping off.
I think the greatest of doing that together with Adriano. Adriano's great, and Gabriel too. So those three guys are like very good at that. And
as we see him now getting involved on this running right, Leo Fioravanti drawing a beautiful forehand hook, super smooth, straight up on a big section, and he'll control it to make sure he gets credit for the finish. Wants to make sure that board goes in front of the whitewater. Well-read wave for Leo. Good execution for the rest of the event for qualification. Back to Leonardo's wave. What'd you enjoy about that performance, Jesse?
I just thought it was very interesting the way that he was so calm on that wave, and he knew it was kind of a closeout, so he just kept it calm and just focused on two big turns, and the last turn was very critical. That's why he got rewarded that high, and yeah, you can't go wrong at Haleiwa with two big turns.
He's kind of simplified that from this morning.
I gotta make sure that I get a wave. I cannot be sitting, I have to get a wave, and I mean, I got that little wave in the end, which made me go first and be more secure. But I mean, there's amazing waves, but sometimes it's hard.
And you had to work very hard, but you are into the semifinal.
You're just thinking about, what really stands out at Haleiwa. As we see another rider, Joe, we'll get back to that thought.
Emrod on tour in 2023, but he wants an event win at Haleiwa. Cool little jam there. Slams on the brakes on the open face, hits the lip, projects into the flats, and will throw away the finish. Rodrigues 5.27 and a 1.4. What's going to be happening in his career in late January?
Man, it's a life-changing situation, Like, I don't think he has a main sponsor for 4 years, he was telling me, so it's bills after bills. So when I lost, I was bummed, but I was stoked for him, Like, I'm sure he's so talented, one of the best surfers of the year, in my opinion. So consistent.
The Triple Crown victory that you've achieved, one of the hardest things to accomplish in pro surfing?
Yes, definitely. Let's watch John's wave. We'll go back to that.
John sweeping hard off the bottom. Big power carve to kick things off. Right into the pit one more time. John Florence creating moments for himself here at Haleiwa once again. Getting barreled yesterday when we're not even seeing that as an opportunity for most competitors. And to start off with a gigantic carve, this heat just got flipped upside down.
But it was this first maneuver for me, Jesse. Take us through it.
Yeah, what's so impressive about John is just when the waves get so big and solid, like everyone's trying to wipe off speed and he's just generating more speed. So that's what makes him go from a carve that extended straight into like a perfect bottom turn into a barrel. Like, I don't think many people would have done that,
So deep on that pit as well. And it's just so refreshing when it's something you haven't seen all day.
I mean, he got barreled yesterday, but this is just a notch above that, especially this maneuver. I feel like that bottom turn, the way that it set him up, coming from behind that peak and then tucked under that lip. I mean, it wasn't a wide open barrel. He really had to position himself properly and stay in that top third and have that speed to come out like that.
Waves are on the way and up and riding already. We've got a great section opening up for Kalani Ball. Drives hard off the bottom, quickly hitting it vertically and stepping off. Leonardo Fioravanti opened with a 7.33. Now his second scoring ride in the making. Lays down a cool little fin blast. Just good for one move. Have the paddle battle with Kalani on the inside. Uh-oh. Here comes Florence. A searing frontside wrap to start. Only one move is he'll put that behind his 9.83 for a moment. If it betters his 3.57. Thinking about it was Leo. But it will be Kalani Ball's turn to run after this inside track. Setting his sights on a cool layback, but he ends up having a little bobble, recovering into a snap on the inside. whipping it on the inside corner. And another little tight forehand hook. 0.37's gone for Kalani. Well, first we'll get to Kalani's wave. What do you see on this one, Jesse?
Yeah, Kalani, I love his surfing in Haleiwa, but he kind of went a little lateral on that wave, which it looked like one of the first waves of the set, so there's a lot of ribs and it's hard to kind of figure it out. A lot of rip going through the wave, and he ended up ripping it apart in the end part of it, but the wave was a little smaller already and not so powerful, so it'll be interesting to see what the judges think about that wave.
There's the first turn again, Rosie.
Yeah, I mean, like Jesse said, a little bit lateral where he kind of went too far out on the open face instead of maybe staying a bit more critical. That's why he kind of lost the connection with the fins, because he didn't have that pushback that he would have wanted.
Number 1 of the Challenger Series, back on tour, Leonardo Fioravanti up and out. Trying to hang on to that second spot. Now rolling into this is Miguel Rodrigues. Setup work to get this one going down the line. Needs a 6.14. And that one just giving him some serious downtime. Nothing major yet. Flows off the roof into a wrapping cutback. And then a layback jam he'll let go of on the inside corner. More waves on the way. Priority is with Leo Fioravanti. We'll see John roll in. Nice forehand snap. Quickly trying to get there with a second turn, but he can't hang on.
Always giving a little paddle by and everything. It works very well.
What happened on the final turn there, Rosie?
He just got to it a little bit late.
Can apply pressure in different ways in the heat as we look at Florence up again quickly. Throws down a rotation. Just wanted to get some space, land a little maneuver quickly at the 5:30 mark.
In the water, I think maybe Bass talks a little bit. Kelly likes to talk, but most people don't.
As you look at the rotation here, do you think this is going to be a keeper, Rosie? 4.43 for the time being. He'd have the highlight reel in like round 2, but maybe wouldn't back it up in the next heat, or he'd lose with a 9. Kind of saw that adjustment with guys like Ethan Ewing as well. John's up, looking to better that 4.43. How about a layback? Still in the white water, pulls himself back up. His knees are feeling incredible. Nice recovery. Always gets the fans stoked on a cool layback.
We'll see. Like,
I think let's just watch this, because he almost gets disconnected that back foot. He has to recover. So I don't know if the judges are maybe going to say like, hey, that wasn't fully in control, even though he was pushing as hard as he possibly could. Was there a moment here where he wasn't in control of this maneuver? I mean, it's pretty sick there. He loses the back foot, he reconnects, but I don't know. I don't know what the judges are going to... It's pretty sick. We'll see.
It's pretty radical.
Insane.
Pretty, like how fast he went in it. Even in slow motion, it's going so fast. Looks like Miguel Rodrigues' turn to try to fight for a spot in the top 2. Extended bottom turn. How was that connection? Perfectly in the pocket. Drills it again for a healthy 2-turn combination. Kalani ball is on the next one. And crazy to think that Leo let that wave go for Rodrigues. There's the wrap. Big bottom turn. Nice searing connection. It just gets exploded on the landing. So Kalani ball missing out on the opportunity to get out of 4th. Who's in the high position on the Challenger Series. We'll start with Kalani's wave here, Jesse.
yeah, that was, in my opinion, until this moment, that was a mistake for Leo, because that wave that Kalani got had huge potential with that big finish right there if he landed.
As Michael has taken 2nd, Leo has dropped to 3rd and just fell at the bottom of that wave. Haleiwa is to win this event and the Challenger Series. We'll see how this unfolds. 2 seconds to go, and John's up again just to lay it down for us. Surfing at 100%, throwing down the biggest turns of the contest. John Florence back in another major final here at Haleiwa. And Miguel Rodrigues stealing 2nd off Leonardo.